Welcome to the EPIA channel. This is the place where we aggregate European security news and try to make it entertaining. In today's video, we'll be looking at and talking about the new EURODRONE program. It has come back in the news recently as the Spanish government officially signed off on the EURODRONE program, giving the fourth and final government approval needed for Europe's preeminent unmanned aerial system to progress. And today in this video, I will be reading an article by Defense News which covers the topic of the EURODRONE. So, with Spain on board, final contracts imminent for EURODRONE program, an article by Vivian Machi. So as you can see here, there's a photo of the drone. I think its first flight will be in 2025, and it's recently back in the news due to Spain being the final signator. And you can see it's a collaboration between Italy, Spain, France and Germany. And so it's titled Companies Are Building the EURODRONE, pictured here as a mock-up in 2018 Berlin Air Show, so it can operate immediately in the dense European airspace. Spain signed off on the efforts in January 2022, paving the way for an industry contract. Let's go on with the article. The Spanish government officially signed off on the EURODRONE program this week, giving the fourth and final government approval needed for Europe's preeminent unmanned aerial system to progress. Now that Spain, Germany, France and Italy have all declared budgetary approval for EURODRONE, the program is entering its contractual phase, an Airbus spokesperson told Defense News. The four nations, their industry partners in the program, and the European Intergovernmental Organization for Joint Armament Cooperation will now get together to finalize the contract. France, Germany and Italy had previously announced their budgetary approvals, and this final nod from Spain, quote, paves the way for contract signature on this key collaborative program which strengthens Europe's strategic autonomy and sovereignty, end quote. Airbus's head of military aircraft, Jean-Price Dumont, also weighed in on the decision. This is strategic autonomy at the service of our society, end quote. Two vendors are vying for the opportunity to supply at least 120 engines under the initial contract, which includes 60 dual-engine aircraft. OCCAR is managing the EURODRONE program on behalf of the four European partners. Airbus is representing both Germany and Spain, although the company's Munich-based headquarters is officially the prime contractor, while France's Dassault Aviation and Italy's Leonardo are also involved. Airbus previously revealed that the final assembly of the aircraft will occur in Manching, Germany. Stakeholders expect more nations to sign onto the EURODRONE program once the formal contract is signed. The four current partners have ordered 20 systems, each comprising of 2 ground stations and 3 aircraft. Germany has opted for 7 systems, while Italy has committed to 5, and Spain and France will each buy 4 systems. The first flight for the medium-altitude long-endurance or MALE drone is currently targeted for 2025, with delivery slated to begin in 2028. The initial production contract is expected to cost around 7.1 billion euros. In 2021, the program received a 100 million euro grant from the European Union. What is it actually going to be used for? Well, I found this article here on the European Army Interoperability Center. The title of this is A Shift Towards Sovereign EU Military Capabilities, ? The EURODRONE project awaits final signature, which it has received. So over here it goes on to say that this project is a step further in European defense, which slowly but progressively tends towards sovereign European military capabilities. The EURODRONE will wean off of the UN member states' reliance on the US and Israeli UAV based on independence and autonomy. More importantly, this aircraft will be the only UAV able to fly above the whole unsegregated European Union airspace. Entirely relying on European industries, the EURODRONE program will help the EU develop an independent technological base in the field of unmanned aviation. So, as you can see, that this is an attempt to consolidate sovereignty of the European nations, and we will not need to, in the future, rely on the United States' military, because that costs the United States quite a lot. So finally, Europe will be able to have sovereignty over her own security, and so that's a very interesting thing that's happening. We'll definitely be making more videos about that as time goes on, as more information about this comes out. Hopefully, we'll still be around for the first flight. And so that's it. Thank you everyone so much for watching this video. I hope you did find it informative. If you do like this video, please give it a like. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to keep updated with the security news in Europe, be sure to follow us on Twitter. And also we have an Instagram account. Thanks so much and take care.